What if everything you've been told about exercise after 60 is limiting your potential? A groundbreaking 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen has just rewritten the rules of healthy aging, and the results are so dramatic that medical professionals worldwide are calling it a paradigm shift. Here's what researchers discovered. 8,000 adults over 60 were followed for 5 years. Those who replaced traditional walking routines with 5 specific targeted exercises achieved results that seemed impossible. Fall risk decreased by 73%. Strength increased by 89%. Blood pressure improvements were 31% better than walkers. Joint pain decreased by 67% compared to just 12% in walking groups. The researchers were so stunned by these findings, they repeated the entire study twice to verify the results. What's even more remarkable, these participants spent 40% less time exercising than the walking group while achieving superior results across every single health marker measured. The number one exercise on today's list activates what Harvard Medical School calls mechanotransduction pathways. Cellular signals that literally reprogram your body to function like it's younger. This single movement increased lifespan markers by 42% in controlled studies. Today, I'll break down the exact science behind why these 5 exercises outperform walking, show you the precise techniques used in the research, and give you the progression protocols that generated these extraordinary results. But first, let me know in the comments your current age and how many minutes you exercise per week. We're building a database of viewer fitness levels to help tailor future content. Exercise number 5, wall push-ups with hold. Wall push-ups with hold earned the 5th position based on compelling research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity. The 2023 study demonstrated that adults over 60 performing this exercise for 8 weeks increased upper body strength by 34% more than those doing traditional exercises. Here's the physiological reality. After age 60, we lose approximately 3% of muscle mass annually, unless actively prevented. This isn't cosmetic. It directly impacts functional capacity for daily activities like carrying groceries, opening containers, or recovering from a stumble. The wall push-up with hold specifically targets what exercise physiologists term functional strength patterns, the exact movement sequences used throughout daily life. The technique is precise. Stand arms length from a wall, palms flat at shoulder height and width. Feet together or slightly apart. Lean forward slowly until your nose nearly touches the wall. The critical component is the hold. Maintain this position for 3 to 5 seconds. This activates your chest, shoulders, arms, and core simultaneously through what's called time under tension. The tempo protocol is crucial. 2 seconds to lean in, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, 2 seconds to return. This controlled movement pattern activates more muscle fibers than rapid repetitions and has proven more effective for building strength after 60. University of British Columbia research showed participants performing wall push-ups with holds 3 times weekly for 12 weeks increased pushing strength by 41% and improved reaction time by 23%. This reaction time improvement directly correlates with fall prevention. The sustained hold enhances proprioception, your body's spatial awareness system that deteriorates with age and contributes significantly to fall risk after 60. Progression protocol. Start with 5 repetitions, advance to 15. For increased difficulty, step feet further from wall. For reduced challenge, move closer. The exercise's scalability makes it accessible regardless of current fitness level. Exercise number 4, seated leg, lifts with resistance. Seated leg lifts with resistance earned fourth place through 2024 research published in Archives of Physical Medicine. The study demonstrated 28% walking speed improvement and 45% stair climbing enhancement in adults over 60. Walking speed represents what medical professionals call the sixth vital sign. It's that critical for overall health and longevity prediction. The seated leg lift with resistance simultaneously targets hip flexors and quadriceps while engaging core stabilizers. These muscle groups coordinate every step, stair climb, and chair to standing movement. Traditional walking fails to strengthen them adequately to combat age-related decline. Technique specifics: sit in a sturdy chair, back straight, feet flat on floor. Initially, no equipment is required. Ankle weights or resistance bands can be added progressively. Slowly lift your right leg straight forward, keeping the knee as straight as comfortable. The goal is lifting until your leg parallels the floor, though initial limitations are normal. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower slowly without foot contact with the floor. This maintains continuous muscle tension. The critical component most people miss: keep your back pressed firmly against the chair throughout the movement. This ensures proper muscle activation rather than momentum compensation or back strain. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions per leg. The exercise employs unilateral training. Working one leg independently forces each body side to function without compensation, addressing muscle imbalances that naturally develop with aging. Progressive overload is essential. Add resistance every 2 weeks using ankle weights, starting with 1 to 2 pounds, or resistance bands looped around ankles. Research confirms muscles and bones respond to progressive challenge at any age, debunking myths about post-60 strength-building limitations. Exercise number 3, standing heel, raises with balance challenge. Standing heel raises with balance challenge secured 3rd position due to groundbreaking research from the National Institute on Aging. Their 2023 study revealed calf strength as the single best predictor of independence maintenance over the following decade. The statistics are compelling. Participants with strong calves were 71% less likely to require assisted living and experienced 64% fewer injurious falls. The mechanism involves your calf muscles functioning as a peripheral heart, pumping blood from your legs back to your heart. Weak calves create a cascade of problems: poor circulation, increased swelling, higher blood clot risk, and compromised balance recovery. The exercise technique addresses these systematically. Stand behind a chair, lightly touching for balance support. Rise onto your toes maximally, pushing through the balls of your feet. The balance challenge component occurs at the top. Maintain position for 3 seconds while looking forward, not downward. This engages your vestibular system, the inner ear balance mechanism that deteriorates with age. Lower slowly, taking a full 3 seconds for the eccentric, lowering phase, where most strength building occurs. Japan's Longevity Research Center found adults over 60, capable of performing 20 single-leg heel raises, had biological age markers equivalent to people 15 years younger. Their arterial flexibility measured 43% better than age-matched controls, unable to perform the exercise. The heel raise movement creates a muscle pump mechanism more effectively than other exercises. Each rise and lower sequence literally compresses blood vessels in your calves, forcing blood toward your heart. This improves systemic circulation, delivering increased oxygen and nutrients to all organs. Study participants showed 26% improvement in cognitive test scores after 12 weeks, attributed to enhanced brain blood flow. The exercise directly strengthens muscles and tendons involved in stumble recovery. Your body's first response to tripping involves strong toe push-off to regain balance. MRI studies demonstrate this balance training increases gray matter in brain regions, controlling spatial awareness and movement. Progression involves different tempos: slow with holds 2 days weekly, faster controlled movement 1 day weekly. Percentage-wise, older adults often show more dramatic improvements than younger people due to starting from lower baselines. The key is systematic progression rather than static routines. Exercise number 2, modified squats to chair. Modified squats to chair secured second position through a 2024 meta-analysis of 42 studies involving over 15,000 participants. The research demonstrated not only safety for people with knee issues, but actual knee pain reduction of 58% when performed correctly. This exercise activates more muscles simultaneously than almost any other movement. Glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, core, and back muscles working in coordination. The sit-to-stand movement occurs dozens of times daily and represents the first capability typically lost with aging. Medical research shows adults unable to perform sit-to-stand tests without arm assistance have mortality rates 3 times higher over the following 5 years. This demonstrates how fundamental this movement pattern is for overall health and independence. Proper technique begins with a sturdy chair, positioning your knees at approximately 90 degrees when seated. Stand in front with feet hip-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. This foot position aligns with natural hip anatomy and reduces knee stress. Cross arms over chest or extend forward for balance. Lower toward the chair by initiating with hip movement backward, like closing a car door with your posterior. This hip hinge pattern engages powerful glute muscles rather than overloading knees. Descend slowly, taking approximately 3 seconds. Lightly touch the chair without fully sitting or relaxing muscles. This light contact maintains muscle tension throughout the movement, where strength building occurs. Immediately reverse direction, standing in 2 seconds while pushing through heels and contracting glutes. Stanford Longevity Center research showed adults over 60 performing chair squats 3 times weekly for 6 weeks increased lower body power by 47%. Power differs from strength by including speed and proves more important for fall prevention and independence maintenance. Walking speed increased by 0.2 meters per second. Seemingly modest, but medically representing the difference between dependence and independence. Functional MRI scans revealed increased motor cortex activation, indicating the exercise literally rewires brain movement patterns. Progression strategy: use standard height chair for 2 weeks. Upon achieving 15 repetitions with proper form, switch to lower surfaces like coffee tables or ottomans, increasing range of motion and challenge. Some participants progress to no chair contact, squatting to where a chair would be, eventually adding light weights. Exercise number 1, bird dog, hold progressions. The bird dog hold progressions earned the top position through research that revolutionized understanding of optimal aging exercise. This is the movement that increased lifespan markers by 42% in Harvard's research, and Journal of Gerontology declared it the single most effective exercise for healthy aging. The bird dog simultaneously addresses every major aging concern: core stability, balance, cognitive function, back health, and bone density. The numbers support this completely. The exercise requires balancing on opposite arm and leg while maintaining neutral spine alignment. This diagonal pattern mirrors natural movement during walking, running, and all functional activities. The critical component involves cross-lateral neural firing, your brain coordinating between left and right hemispheres to maintain balance and position. This bilateral brain activation improves cognitive function, memory, and reduces dementia risk by 31%, according to Cleveland Clinic research. The technique starts on hands and knees on a comfortable surface. Position hands directly under shoulders, knees under hips, maintaining neutral spine, neither arched nor rounded. Lift your right arm straight forward while simultaneously lifting your left leg straight backward. Create one straight line from fingertips to toes. Hold for 5 seconds initially, focusing on level hips without body rotation. Lower slowly and repeat on opposite sides. The progression system maximizes effectiveness. Weeks 1 to 2, hold 5 seconds per side, 5 repetitions. Weeks 3 to 4, increase hold to 10 seconds. Weeks 5 to 6, add subtle pulse movements. Lift extended arm and leg an extra inch, while maintaining hold, activating additional muscle fibers and challenging stability. By week 7 to 8, try closing eyes during holds, removing visual balance cues, and forcing your proprioceptive system to work harder. Mayo Clinic research, following 500 adults over 60 for 2 years, showed improvements that seemed impossible. Core strength increased 93%. Lower back pain decreased 76%. Fall risk reduced 82%. Most shocking, bone density in spine and hips increased 3.2%. For context, most people over 60 lose approximately 1% bone density annually. This represents a 4-year reversal of normal aging. The mechanism involves mechanotransduction. When you hold the bird dog position, you create specific mechanical forces on bones, muscles, and connective tissues. These forces trigger cellular signals, instructing your body to build stronger tissues. Your cells receive messages saying, "We need increased strength to handle this challenge," and respond by literally rebuilding themselves more resiliently. Research demonstrates the bird dog position creates optimal compression and tension force combinations to trigger this rebuilding response. German neuroplasticity research used advanced brain imaging during this exercise, finding it activates more diverse brain regions simultaneously than any other single exercise tested. Areas controlling balance, coordination, spatial awareness, and executive function all activate together. After 8 weeks, participants showed measurable brain volume increases in these regions, literally growing new brain tissue when most people are losing it. The bird dog addresses rotational stability loss, affecting almost everyone over 60. Your ability to resist unwanted rotation protects your spine and maintains balance during daily activities like reaching while standing, carrying items unilaterally, or turning to look behind you. Advanced techniques include controlled breathing during holds, slow, deep nasal breathing allowing rib cage expansion. This activates deep core stabilizers and improves oxygen delivery to working muscles. Controlled breathing during bird dog holds improves respiratory function by 22% in older adults. Focus on pushing your extended hand forward and extended foot backward, creating irradiation, tension spreading throughout your entire body, activating more muscle fibers, and creating stronger neural connections. This intentional tension technique increases strength gains up to 40% compared to passive position holding. These 5 exercises perfectly demonstrate why targeted training outperforms traditional walking for adults over 60. While walking provides benefits and exceeds sedentary behavior, it doesn't provide the diverse challenges your body requires to maintain and build capacity during aging. These exercises create specific adaptations, directly combating the exact mechanisms of age-related decline. They build strength across multiple movement planes, challenge balance and coordination, improve cognitive function, increase bone density, and enhance the mind-body connection, maintaining confident movement throughout life. Total time investment, 20 to 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times weekly. Compare this to recommended hour-long walks. You're investing less than half the time for dramatically superior results. The Copenhagen study found targeted exercise participants averaged 75 minutes weekly compared to 180 minutes for walkers, yet achieved better results across every health marker. The research consistently demonstrates it's never too late to begin. Studies include participants in their 90s who still achieved significant improvements. Your body maintains adaptation and strength-building capacity throughout your entire lifespan. It requires the right stimulus. Key principles for success: progression over perfection. Start where you are, even with modified versions or fewer repetitions. Your body adapts remarkably quickly, and you'll likely surprise yourself with improvement speed within weeks. Scientific evidence shows these exercises provide exactly the stimulus your body needs for optimal aging. They're not theoretical. They're evidence-based interventions with documented results across thousands of participants in peer-reviewed research. Implementation strategy. Choose one exercise to begin immediately. Master the technique, establish consistency, then add additional exercises weekly. This systematic approach ensures sustainable habit formation while maximizing adherence. Now I want your input for our research database. In the comments, share your current weekly exercise minutes and which exercise you'll implement first. Also, what's your primary motivation for improving fitness after 60? Independence, energy, pain reduction, or cognitive health? Your data helps us create more targeted content for this community. Hit the like button to help more people discover evidence-based fitness solutions, and subscribe for continued research-backed health optimization content. Remember, the research is clear, the techniques are proven, and your body is ready. The only variable left is your decision to begin. Thanks for watching, and here's to your evidence-based transformation.